I think she rolled them. Rolling on the river. Okay.
Oh, this is so good.
Hello everybody, it is me, Élise.
Hi guys, it's Sheryl.
And today,
I'm challenging my friend Élise to only cook Mexican food for the entire day.
I'm challenging my friend Sheryl to make only Ghanaian meals for the entire day.
So I've never had Ghanaian food or West African food, so this is kind of like a 2-in-1. I'm cooking it for the first time and eating it for the first time.
I've made a few Mexican dishes, but I don't think I've ever made fully, traditionally, completely authentic. So I am really excited to try the dishes that Sheryl has laid out for me.
I've been on this whole journey of trying new foods and I'm super excited.
It's gonna be fun, a new challenge, and yeah, I'm ready to go. So for breakfast, I have Sheryl making hausa cocoa, and she's gonna eat it with like sweet bread.
So we're gonna start with the hausa cocoa, which I did not find the exact one she sent me, but this one says cocoa, so.
It's pretty simple to make. Boiling water, you add the powder to it and you just stir it until it becomes thick.
So next we're gonna put half a cup of water to boil. Oh, my stove is dirty. Don't look at that. I can hear the water boil, so now I'm gonna put this inside.
Hausa cocoa, I don't know how else to explain it other than it's like a porridge that has a very interesting flavor. I personally like to add evaporated milk into it as well as sugar. So I hope Sheryl was able to make it, and maybe we'll see if she likes it.
It looks so creamy, it looks so good. Élise suggested I add evaporated milk and sugar, so I did. And I have my sweet bread, so let's give this a try. It has like a very like texture you taste. So in my culture, we have this thing called champurrado, and this reminds me so much of champurrado, except champurrado is more sweet and this one's a little bit more sour. I can't get over the texture, it just feels really homey and really filling, especially for the morning. So I really, really love this. Super easy to make and really, really good. So for breakfast, Élise will be making a chorizo and egg breakfast burrito, and she's gonna need chorizo, pork or beef, it's up to her. Eggs, she can also include avocado, onion, chile serrano, pinto beans. In the burrito, you can basically put whatever you want, but these are the main ingredients that I use when I make a breakfast burrito. When you're heating up the tortilla for your burrito, make sure you don't overheat it, overcook it, because it'll burn and it'll get hard, and you want a soft tortilla so that you can roll the burrito all together and not have any crunchiness or the tortilla falling apart.
All right, y'all, so here is breakfast. I got my egg and chorizo burrito, and I got some hot chocolate right here. I don't think I can, I hope that doesn't fall down. The burrito is so cute, look at it. What is interesting is I definitely don't drink hot chocolate in the morning with any type of breakfast, so that's fun. Let's give it a taste. That's tasty. Now, I'm usually a black bean kind of gal, but pinto beans be popping, like they're pretty decent. Hot chocolate, cheers. I mean, hot chocolate is always good. It's just a very interesting match up, eggs and hot chocolate, but I mean, I'm gonna eat it. I mean, you can't go wrong with a breakfast burrito. I mean, come on. So I will see you guys at lunchtime. All right, for lunch, I have Sheryl making contomere, or also known as spinach stew with plantains. Spinach, tomatoes, onions, stewed together.
Dash, dash, dash. Whoop. Just a little bit more. There we go. Ah, it's burned. Okay. What the heck is this? It's delicious.
And then there's also a goosey in it, which is like a seed. I think it's a pumpkin seed, but don't quote me.
It's spinach time. I think it's ready. Honestly, when my husband tries this,
I have Sheryl making plantains, and you just fry them up. It's pretty simple, and they're nice and sweet, and it's a party.
I plated it very nicely. We have the plantains, which I may or may have not ate already. It's like crispy on the outside and really soft in the inside. Excuse me, this is mine. Now we're gonna eat the stew with some rice. The flavors. I think what makes it so good is the sauce that you make. And I can taste the egusi seeds in here, which I've never had egusi seeds in any of my food. So it's definitely like a different taste, but really good. So I'm also gonna have the Malta Goya. Is that how you say it? I've never had it. I think everyone else around the world has had it, except me. It tastes like syrup. It tastes like I'm drinking a can of syrup. Malta Goya. I've had it now, so I'm joining the bandwagon. So for lunch, Élise is going to be making sopes. You can either make the sopes from scratch. You can also just buy pre-made sopes at your local Mexican market.
Do I have to cook them again? Or is it ready to go?
Then we're gonna cook our carne ranchera, which is also known as carne asada once it's cooked. For the salsa, you're gonna need tomatillos, a chile serrano, 1 jalapeno pepper, cilantro. We're gonna add them into the blender. You're gonna start layering all the ingredients together, and you can start with the sope. You're gonna get your sope, and then you start layering beans. Then you can put your carne asada. Once I start layering the rest, it's preference. So aguas frescas are a staple in Mexican culture. So of course, Élise will be making a cucumber agua fresca. We don't really have measurements in a lot of our dishes and a lot of our drinks. It's more based on how it tastes, your sugar intake, how much sugar do you want? Do you want less or more? So that's all up to you.
All right, lunchtime, and this is looking quite delectable. I want to try this. I don't think I've ever had agua fresca. Ooh. Ooh, ooh, ooh. That is refreshing. Well, this is the sopes. This is one sopes. I have this Mexican sour cream. No, that's not right. I thoroughly enjoy this. Like, this is good. I've never had sopes before. Sopes. All right. And it wasn't too hard to make. It was a little longer than like breakfast, but it wasn't like difficult or anything like that. So I really enjoy this. I'm gonna finish this and then I will be back for dinner time. Lastly, for dinner, we've got rice and stew and meat pie. It's comprised of tomatoes, habanero pepper, onions, ginger, all blended nicely together and simmering in the pot.
Here comes the oil. Okay, I need 2 hands.
And it just has a nice, deep, rich flavor, which I love. And then we got the meat pie. Oh, the meat pie. I love a good meat pie. It is so delicious. And I make sure to add extra butter to the dough because it makes it nice and buttery and flaky. And your filling is usually made out of ground beef, onions, habanero peppers, potatoes are optional if you want them. All mixed together, you put it into the dough and you fold it over together and press the edges, bake it, and oh my God.
Dinner is ready and we're gonna try it. Here we go. Wow, it's so good. Excuse me? Fluffy wants to eat some food. In Mexican culture, we fry everything. And these meat chunks, the beef chunks, were fried, but they weren't fried in any oil. They were fried in coconut oil. Best decision ever. Again, with the flavors exploding in my mouth. And so good. Gorgeous. It's just I messed this one up, Élise. They didn't come out well. That's on me. The meat is my favorite part. I think I put too much on the outside, like the flour. I could have done a better job on this, but overall, it's really, really good. So for dinner, we're gonna have tacos dorados de pollo.
All right, it's dinner time and I am making tacos dorados de pollo. Excuse my Spanish, I am terrible. But I have corn tortillas right here, which I'm not a huge fan of, but it's okay. It should be good. I already boiled the chicken and I've shredded it. So now we're going to make the actual food. Chicken, corn tortillas. The thing I don't like about corn tortillas is they're so flimsy, like they break.
Then you want to start laying out your tortilla, put a little bit of chicken inside the tortilla, and then start rolling it like a little taco. You're gonna add a toothpick to the middle of it so that it doesn't open up.
They are not rolling together. I realized I was supposed to heat the corn tortillas before I rolled them up. That's why it wasn't working.
Once you have a couple, you can start putting them into the fried pan.
What is this?
You have your taquitos dorados, and now it's time for the toppings. Again, the way you put them, what comes first and last, doesn't really matter.
Yay! So here are my tacos dorados de pollo. This looks amazing. It was hard to get the corn tortillas to stay in a rolled formation. So like one of mine, if you can tell, you probably can't, but it's like, this is like a taco shape. These two kind of rolled, so it's okay, but. Yeah! This is my favorite one. This is my favorite one of the day. I'm not a huge fan of corn tortillas, but with it being fried, it doesn't have that like the corn flavor that I'm just not a huge fan of. Ooh, I love the crunch and then the freshness of the salsa and the lettuce and the cream cheese. It's not cream cheese. The sour cream. Oh, this is really good.
The challenge is over. It is the end of the day and I am exhausted from cooking all these meals, but I'm really happy I learned these new recipes and I will definitely be using them.
I really enjoyed this challenge. Like, Mexican food is bomb. It's bomb!
The spinach stew was chef's kiss.
All the dishes today weren't too difficult to make. I think the hardest part, honestly, was the technique for this one. But it was really nice getting these more authentic flavors and tastes and different Mexican food that I actually haven't tried before.
Thank you so much, Élise, for challenging me to make Ghanaian food. This will not be the last time I cook the food. My husband loved it.
Overall, 10 out of 10. This was great. I'm gonna continue eating this and I will be back for the next challenge video.
I can't wait for the next time I get to cook this.